Today we're going to reverse the process. So far in this unit, every problem has started off by telling you what's parallel to what. Now we're going to go, well, what if we don't know they're parallel, but we have some information about some of the angles? How can we conclude that the lines are parallel? And to do that, we're simply going to be using the converse. Now, remember, the converse of a statement we form by switching the order. We switch the hypothesis with the conclusion. The converse of a true statement isn't always true, is it? Right? But in the case of all the parallel lines, theorems, and postulates, the converses are all true. So, the converse of the corresponding angles postulate says, if two lines are cut by a transversal, so that we know the corresponding angles are congruent, well, those lines must have been parallel. It can't work any other way. So in this diagram, if angle 1 and angle 2 are congruent, R and S have got to be parallel to one another. And then all the other ones work the same way, except those were theorems, so the converse will also be a theorem. So if two lines are cut by a transversal so that a pair of alternate interior angles are congruent, the lines are parallel. Or if the alternate exterior angles are congruent, then the lines are parallel. Or, on page 2, or if the same side interior angles are supplementary, the lines have got to be parallel. So, what kind of questions are you going to be asked about this? Well, ones like these. For each statement, tell which lines, if any, must be parallel. Oh, and I'm sorry, I mentioned that this won't be on the quiz. This won't be on this week's test either. This material is starting the next unit where we're going to flip everything around. So one kind of question you'll be asked are ones like this. For each statement, tell which lines, if any, must be parallel to each other. It's really helpful when you're doing this to identify what line is the transversal. That's the one that they're going to share, if any. If they don't share a line, then your job is done. You immediately know it's nothing. Then look at the relationship. You've got congruent angles. Well, if they're same side interiors and they're congruent, that's a problem. So let's look at some examples. So what if I had that angle 10 was congruent to angle 14? Let's go through the process. Which line is the transversal then?
B.
Yeah, B, because that's the line that is a side of angle 10 and a side of angle 14. The other side of angle 10 is S. The other side of 14 is R. So this is either going to be R and S are parallel, or it's going to be nothing at all. Right? Those are the only two possibilities. So then we go, okay, what type of angles are 10 and 14? Alternate interior. And then you look, is congruent the right relationship for alternate interior angles?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is going to be that R is parallel to S. And that's the whole process. So identify the transversal, identify the type of angles, see if it's the right relationship for those angles. So for 11 and 20, what is the transversal for angles 11 and 20?
R.
R. Everyone see that? How about anyone not see that? Is a better question. So the other side of 11 is A, and the other side of 20 is B. So it's either going to be A and B are parallel, or it's going to be none. What type of angles are 11 and 20? Alternate exterior. Is congruent the right relationship for alternate exteriors?
Yes.
Yep. So this is going to be A is parallel to B. All right, next one. Angle 3 is congruent to angle 1. So first I want to look for the transversal. That's the line that is a side for both of those angles. Which line is the transversal?
S.
S. The other side of 2 is A. The other side of 3 is B. I'm sorry, the other side of 1 is A. The other side of 3 is B. So it's either going to be A is parallel to B or it's going to be none. What kind of angles are 1 and 3? Corresponding. Is congruent the right relationship for those?
Yes.
Yes. So this is going to be A is parallel to B. Everyone try number 4 on your own, please. All right, take a moment and discuss your answer to number 4 with someone nearby you. Go. All right, so let's take a look. For angles 9 and 12, what is the transversal? T is the transversal. The other side of 12 is A, and the other side of 9 is B. What type of angles are 9 and 12?
Alternate interior.
Yeah, these are alternate interior. Is congruent the right relationship?
Yes.
Yep. So this is A is parallel to B. All right, let's go on. Angle 5 and angle 13. Do they share a line?
Yes.
Yes, what is it?
T.
T. The other side of 5 is S. The other side of 13 is R. What type of angles are 5 and 13?
Corresponding.
They're corresponding angles. Is congruent the right relationship for those?
Yes.
Yep. So this is going to be, yeah, R is parallel to S or S is parallel to R. The order's not important.
Wait, why would it be that instead of A is parallel to B?
All right, so if I was to erase line B, would I erase either of the sides of angle 5? What are the two sides of angle 5?
S and your angle, the little S and the T?
Yes. So is A or B a side of that angle?
No.
No.
Okay.
So that's why. All right, next one, angle 10 and angle 15. All right, let's see, 10 and 15. All right, the transversal is B. The other side of 10 is S. The other side of 15 is R. What type of angles are those? Same side interior. Is congruent the right relationship?
No.
No. So this is none. Now there are several ways you could get none. This is one way. It is a type of angles, but they don't have the right relationship. Another way that you could get it is where they aren't any kind of angles. So for example, if I told you that angle 19 and angle 10 were congruent, what type of angles are 19 and 10?
None.
They aren't anything. Okay, that's another way you could get none. Another way you could get none is if they tell you something that has nothing to do with parallel lines. For example, if I told you that angle 1 was congruent to angle 7. Those are vertical angles. They're always congruent. It has nothing to do with parallel lines. Okay, so there's a number of ways you could get none. Yes?
What about same side exterior?
What about them?
Just because that would, wait, that would still be like a correct.
Yeah, you could still use that. So like if I told you that 18 and 2 were supplementary, then S and R would be parallel
Yeah.
because those are same side exterior angles, and supplementary is the right relationship for them. Yes, ma'am.
What if they are like 90,
What if they are,
10 and 15 and 90?
what if 10 and 50, oh, if they were right angles, then yes, but does it tell me that they're right angles? No. So it's possible, but the question specifically asks which ones must be parallel, which ones absolutely have to be, not which ones might be. Okay? It's a great question. All right, so let's look at 18 and 19. The transversal is R. The other side of 18 is A. The other side of 19 is B. What type of angles are these?
Same side.
They're same side interior. This time, do they have the correct relationship?
Yes.
Yep. So this is going to be A is parallel to B. All right, for the next one, 6 and 11 are supplementary. So for 6 and 11, the transversal is A. The other side of angle 6 is S. The other side of angle 11 is R. These are also same side interior, and supplementary is the right relationship. So that's S is parallel to R. All right, for the next one, they said angle 7 and angle 18 are supplementary. The transversal is A. The other side of 7 is line S. The other side of 18 is R. What type of angles are 7 and 18? Corresponding. Is supplementary the right relationship?
No.
No. So this is going to be none. Everyone do the last one, if you haven't already. Overachievers. Once you have what you think is the right answer, talk to somebody near you. So, did everybody get that A is parallel to B?
Yes.
All right. I have a worksheet for you.